Hello everyone, can you hear me? Check 1 2 3, check 1 2 3. Welcome to the webinar for what is SEO and how it works. We're doing a full webinar for those local business owners, entrepreneurs, marketers, e-commerce store owners. If you have a website, then this webinar is for you. And no matter what niche you're in, then this webinar is for you. This is really going to be an all-encompassing SEO tutorial for beginners type of session, and I had many different clients and local business owners that I talked to. They really needed some type of reference guide to follow, and that's where this webinar gave birth from. So I'm starting here on my SEO blog at davidgrande.com. I just wanted to say hi to everyone out there. Welcome to the webinar. And then if you are catching the replay, obviously you can watch this as many times as you want. I'm going to post it on YouTube. So if you're watching YouTube right now, then welcome, and I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to get started here with this overall webinar about search engine optimization. So I have my SEO blog here at davidgrande.com, and here's one of the articles that I wrote about SEO, and then we're going to cover another article that I wrote about an SEO tutorial for beginners, a step-by-step guide, and this is the first part, the part one of the article that I recently wrote. So I just kind of want to go over some things with you on this. So in this particular webinar, I'm really going to go over as many possible search engine optimization principles. So just think of it as a tutorial and a reference guide that you can come back to and think about, okay, well, what are the main principles of SEO? How can I look after it for my website if I want to rank on Google? And what do I talk to in context about SEO with an agency if I hire them? If you don't hire someone like me, my agency, by the way, is at instantlyrank.com, and you can go over there. I just want to punch that up so that you guys know where it is, and if you need help ranking your website, then feel free to check it out, and you can contact me here. Let's see, that was just one of my pages, so I just want to get to the home page. This is the home page. I do it's a full marketing agency, but I really specialize in SEO, and you can go to here's the layout, search engine optimization. Really, if you have organic traffic, it can really 5 to 10x your revenue on your website. You'll get a lot more customers, revenue, and sales just by having the organic rankings. And when people search for a specific keyword, term, or phrase, that's what they're looking for. So that's the whole idea of search engine optimization, is being able to rank for specific keywords in your niche, whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, anybody in the medical field like a chiropractor. You might have your own law firm, a law office in different areas of law, as well as there are different areas of medical practices, like surgeons and chiropractors, to family doctors. There's also obviously family lawyers, DUI lawyers, divorce lawyers. So whatever niche you're in any of those types of areas, and maybe you have an engineering firm, you might have a plumbing company, you might have an HVAC company. A lot of those companies, you might be a roofer. So any of those local companies, you're obviously in a certain area, of course. You might be in like Phoenix, Arizona, or San Diego, but you also might have a website that is built around a national audience as well, where you sell specific products and you sell them globally and nationally. So either way, you can rank on Google for specific keywords, and that's what we do, that we get you on page 1 of Google for those specific keywords. For example, if you're a a lawyer in Phoenix, Arizona. You might be a DUI lawyer, so they might be searching for, best DUI lawyer in Phoenix, or best divorce lawyer in San Diego, or San Diego divorce lawyer, or Providence plumber, best Providence plumber in Rhode Island, or Providence, Rhode Island plumber. You know what I mean? So whatever they're searching for, and of course, if you have a national website and you need national types of customers where you're not really bogged down or hindered by a local audience or a local city or state, where you can serve everybody in the United States and even around the world, then that's great. You just have to, we'll hone in on certain keywords that are specific to your product or your service. And the perfect example is right here at instantlyrank.com. We are a global company, so we not only service people in the United States, but any English-speaking country, we can rank you on Google for those specific terms, okay? Because you might sell a specific product or service that you can, give to anybody, give anybody access around the world, and that's perfectly in alignment with getting organic traffic and organic search results on Google. So if you do need SEO for your website and you want to rank on Google, then just come to instantlyrank.com and click on the Discovery tab up here. I just want to get this out of the way so you know exactly how to reach me. And by filling out this form down here, it just takes a couple minutes. It's just filling out your business information, and then click on Next, and you'll come to another form, and you'll submit it. And that way I'll get it at my instantlyrank.com email. And if you want to email me directly without filling out this form first, just to contact me with possible questions, comments of, maybe you have some ideas about SEO for your website that you just want me to look at. And I also do a free video ranking, a video review. I can create a video for you under 60 seconds and just rank it on YouTube for you. And I will do that for you for free as part of my onboarding process and introduction to search engine optimization. So I know you're watching me on the camera. Hello. And that's kind of what I would do, is just create a review for you and just go to your website and look at your website and just create an in-depth 1 minute or less video. I'll put it up on YouTube and I'll rank it for a specific long-tail keyword in your niche. Okay? And I'll do that actually once you fill out the discovery form and submit it to me. I will do that and create the video for you automatically and have that up and running for a long-tail keyword. So the way I do that is, what I'll do is find a long-tail keyword simply by going to, and you can do this too, so this is just another way to get involved with doing keyword research. So what you do is go to Chrome or Firefox. Okay, this is my membership platform that I'm creating for instantlyrank.com. I'm just going to create like a $10 a month membership for people who want to rank online and want to get more information about search engine optimization and online marketing. So if you open up your web browser, whether it's Firefox or Chrome, you can open a private window. So go to the top right and it'll let you open a new incognito window. It's really just a private browsing session. Okay, and so it basically, what it really does for you is it prevents cookies from following you, and you don't have to be signed in to your let's say a Google Gmail account, where if you are signed into your Google Gmail account, it won't follow you with the cookies and won't give you specific recommended searches, because Google knows that you're logged into Gmail. That's kind of basically what it does. So if you just sign in to Google, if you're signed into a different window, then open another browser or another incognito window and just search in the search bar at the top for specific keywords. Okay? So that's what you do, is open your incognito window, and what I would do is just go on and search for your particular niche. So for example, I would maybe search for something I know I'm trying to rank for is also video SEO services that I do. I'd rank not only websites, but I'll rank your videos as well. I don't know if you know, but video does get about 50% more click-through rate if you rank a video on Google as opposed to your regular website, because it gives you that thumbnail. So if I search for, I'll give you an example, RI Video SEO Services, because my headquarters right now are in Rhode Island, and I'm moving to the Phoenix, Arizona area in a few months. So I'm going to be headquartered there. Not that that matters, because I do have a global business, and I do a lot of my business really just online and do online onboarding sessions. So but I'm just creating a foundation here in Rhode Island to get the search terms set up for me. So one of them is RI Video SEO Services. And you can see here, out of 1.2 million search results that I have to compete with for RI Video SEO Services. So that's the long tail keyword. So let's just cover keywords and examples of keywords, okay? So a long tail keyword would be anything that is 4 words or longer. It's generally 4 words to 10 words is a long tail keyword. Basically, the term long tail keyword came about from the book Long Tail, and I have that up there, up here on my shelf. But basically, it kind of came about from Amazon, and when they created that whole huge market for books and music, and now all the vast products that they have on their website, is that people are going to sell more for, over the long term of having these long tail keywords, as opposed to, for example, if I was trying to rank for the keyword video SEO, and it's only 2 words, right? So there's a much higher competition for video SEO. So I'll just show you here. This 4-word long tail keyword is getting a competition results of 1.2 million results on Google. So that means there are 10 results per page, right, on Google, not counting the ads. And so that would be 10 divided into that 1.2 million. So that's a lot. That's like what, 100, is that 120,000 times 10? I believe I have that right. So that means it's 120,000 pages with 10 results on each page that I'm competing with for this term, right? So going from 1.2 million results, so let's see what video SEO is. It's just a arbitrary example that I can give you. And now I have 8.7 million results. If I'm trying to rank for either one of these search terms, which one do you want to try to rank for? And which one do you think would be easier to rank for? Okay, you can put that in the chat box now. If you think that the RI Video SEO Services would be easier to rank for, give me a 1 in the chat box. And then if you think video SEO keyword would be easier to rank for, then put a 2 in the chat box, and I'll wait a few seconds for that. So let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm looking in the chat box now, and I can see a lot more 1s, but I do have some 2s in there from everybody online. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so the answer is that it's always easier to rank for a long tail keyword rather than a regular short keyword of 2 words. So it's a lot easier to rank for this 4-word long tail keyword than this 2, because you're always competing with a certain amount of results. Okay, you're competing with less results with the long tail keyword. So I've got 1.2 million results, which basically means web pages. So they're web pages, or in this case, you'll also compete with videos and social media pages too. Okay, so you can see here, I've got the top 5, actually top 6 different search results that I've covered here on page 1. So in the top 10 search results of this search term, RI Video SEO Services, I own the top 6 search results. I got the 4 videos, and then my blog, davidgrande.com, has those pages on it that have 5 and 6. Okay, so that's awesome. That's I mean, you can't really get any better than that, as opposed to me having the whole page. And I do have videos, but you can see here there are different tabs that you can search for different types of results. Okay, so there's all, which encompasses all the results from videos, social media, etc. Okay, and then if I click on videos, I'll find only video search results for that term. You can see the search results goes down to 133,000. Okay, but I've got all the videos on page 1. These are all my videos for that search term, RI Video SEO Services. Okay, and then you can click on news, you can click on images. I'm sure these will all be my images. See, these are my images of the videos that I have, the thumbnails that I have. Except these 3, everything that is obviously a picture of me from my YouTube account, and then I've got all these custom thumbnail pictures, images from the videos. Okay, and then they got maps and other options. So if I go back to all, and I've got 1.18 million search results, and I've got the top 6. Okay, so that's really exciting to see, and I can click on them. I'm trying to think if they'll open. Yeah, they won't open in another tab, but this goes right to my blog, Rhode Island Video SEO Services, that I have from that search result. So back to the Google page. Okay, so again, I've got 1.18 million search results to compete with in this 4-word long tail keyword. And remember, long tail means 4 to 10 words, and it can be an abbreviation. You count that as a word, RI, and if I had Rhode Island here, that would be obviously 2 words. So video SEO, I've got 8.7 keywords to compete with, right? So 8.7 keywords, 8.7 million search results to compete with. So chances are excellent that I'm not here yet. That's a lot more competition to cover with that term. Okay, video SEO. Why is this term more competitive? Number one, it's only 2 words. Okay, so there's a lot more competition surrounding that particular search term. All right, and then number 2, you're going to get, as a result of that, you're going to get a lot more search results vying for that 1 or 2 or 3 word shorter keyword. Okay, so you always want to rank for long tail keywords first. From 4 to 10 words, from the 4 to 10 word phrases, that's what you want to rank for first. So the number 1 rule in SEO is to rank for a long tail keyword first. So I'll give you an example. If I was setting up an SEO campaign for you, I would predominantly rank you for long tail keywords as opposed to regular keywords. So I would pick 80% of the keywords I would pick for your campaign, whether you were signing up for maybe a 12-word campaign, 25-word campaign, about 80% of those keywords, I would pick long tail keywords. So for a 4-word phrase, 4 to 10-word phrase or more, 80% of them I would pick, and then 20% I would pick shorter terms. Why? Because the long tail keywords encompass a lot of those primary keywords in them. All right. So that's a perfect example. RI Video SEO Services, the long tail keyword has the primary keyword video SEO in it. Okay. So it's going to cover all the terms in video SEO that I want to rank for. And since it has the word video SEO in it, I don't have to worry about picking out that particular term as much. I might include it in the SEO campaign, but I don't have to include it in the SEO campaign. So let me just eliminate this extra stuff here in the search bar there. So if you notice, you'll look in the search bar on Google. When you search for this, sometimes it'll add extra words after your search term. So it'll be search question mark Q equals, and then the search term with plus signs in between them, and then sometimes you'll have a lot of garbage words and numbers and stuff after that. So I just eliminated that extra stuff. So as you can see here, by eliminating that extra stuff and just having that in the search bar, RI Video SEO Services, you can see I have 1.17 search results now, and I have all my videos taking up most of the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos now, and then now my 2 SEO blog URLs for davidgrande.com are 9 and 10, which is still great. You know, they're still there, but just from doing that, it isolates the search term and the search down to a minimal interference with whatever Google is coming up with in that search bar. Okay, so RI Video SEO Services, and now we've got 1.17 instead of video SEO. Okay, so that's kind of the first lesson with doing search engine optimization, is doing the proper keyword research, okay, and then making the proper selection of those specific niche keywords that will work for you. And in this case, one of them for me is RI Video SEO Services. Another one for me might be, as an example, Rhode Island SEO. Okay, so Rhode Island SEO, let me just take a sip of water. And I'm not ranking for this term yet, but Rhode Island SEO might be a perfect SEO term that I would rank for, because you can see there's only 580,000 results. Okay, so that's a shorter localized keyword because it has the word Rhode Island in it. If it has any city or state words or abbreviations in the search term, then you would consider that a localized search term, a localized keyword, or a localized long tail keyword, because it has a city or state in it. And then you would consider it a niche long tail keyword if you have a specific niche term in there for a specific area of focus of business that you're in. Okay, like plumbing, or lawyers, attorneys, doctors, chiropractors, engineers, plumbers, roofers. That would be a niche type of keyword addition or add-on to that term. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that and just kind of give you an idea about keywords. And as you can see here, if you rank a video, and I have my own a campaign that I can run for you where I would rank up to 5 videos total for specific niche localized long tail keywords for you, and that service is only $997 a month. Okay, so I do that for any business, and like I said, I do that as a free onboarding service that I add to any business who goes to instantlyrank.com and will go to this discovery page. So once you fill out the form and submit that information, I'll automatically create basically a review and SEO analysis video of your business, and I'll put that on YouTube for you. So it'll go through your website and kind of highlight some different areas that you cover on your website, what products and services that you have, any details about your website, and I'll go through that for you and put it on YouTube, and I'll rank that for you. Okay, so, and that's free. That's included in that beginning introduction onboarding process. We'll also do a free SEO analysis of your website and your business, do keyword research and a website audit, okay, as well as competition research. So that is that's free in the onboarding process before we even set up your SEO campaign. All right, so I wanted to kind of get that going for you and just kind of give you a heads up as to where you can go for that specific SEO campaign. Okay, so let's quickly cover just the few items that we went over as far as the beginning parts of this SEO tutorial for beginners. So it's step by step. As a reference guide, I wanted to kind of explain to you the details about what I just went over. So we covered long tail keywords. Okay, so you want to rank for long tail keywords first. So you would do that. You would get your keyword research, find out what keywords have the most volume that people are searching for, right? And then you would utilize those keywords in your campaign. So, for example, when we do a campaign for a client, once we figure out what keywords we're going to use for them to help them, get more revenue, more sales, more profits, we'd pick those specific long tail keywords that we want, that we know we can rank for quickly and easily, right? So once we do that, we also at the same time we do the free the free SEO analysis that we do for every client before we start a campaign. Also has a competition analysis. We do the website analysis. So we're basically covering the 3 areas of SEO. Okay, so if you talk to an SEO agency, you hire them, you want to ask them questions, you can ask them, okay, what are the 3 areas of SEO that you're going to cover for me, besides, finding the keywords that are best suited, whether you have a campaign of, let's say, 3 keywords or up to maybe 30 keywords. What are the 3 areas you're going to cover for me that I know, we're all going to rank on page 1 of Google? So the 3 areas of SEO are technical SEO, okay, on-page SEO, and off-page SEO. So that's technical, on-page, and off-page. The technical SEO is just the coding kind of stuff, the Google search console things, the things you would do with any coding, Google Analytics, things like that, Google My Business, that kind of technical stuff. And then on-page SEO deals with the website. Okay, on-page, it says on-page. That term was created specifically because it deals with the pages on your website. So on-page SEO deals with setting up keywords on specific pages. Okay, so we'll go through this, and I'm going to use these specific blog posts here in particular on my SEO blog at davidgrande.com. So this was instantlyrank.com is the agency website. Okay, and then davidgrande.com is my SEO blog. So I specifically write content. I have a blog on instantlyrank.com. It's right here, and it has certain blog posts on it that you'll see. And this is the latest one I wrote, actually, SEO Tutorials for Beginners Step by Step. That covers some 12 of the best SEO tips for page 1 Google ranking. So that was a recent one I wrote. But I'm going to cover, this webinar is going to kind of cover these 2 blog posts on davidgrande.com. That's davidgrande.com, and it's going to cover the material on these blog posts, so it's an easy guide for you to see and reference, all the blog posts that I've written, and I've got them right here. There's my blog, a drop-down menu, and I've covered other SEO stuff, non-SEO stuff here, and then I put up these specific SEO things under here, under how to do SEO. You got the drop-down menu that shows those blog posts. So I got basically part 1, if you click on the link, how to do SEO, and then part 2, and then what is SEO, how it works, and you can see this SEO tutorial for beginners part 1 post is there, and then the what is SEO is here. Okay, so I'm going to cover these blog posts on davidgrande.com, and you got other stuff here, video tips and YouTube video tips there on those other links here in the tab. So it's very easy for you to go there anytime you want, use it as a reference guide. So basically, in a nutshell, I'm creating this overall reference guide for you where it encompasses the basic SEO terms, SEO parameters and guidelines that you can kind of always go back to and say, okay, well, if you have a question about SEO or search engine optimization, I wanted to record this webinar and put it up on YouTube so that anybody who's a business owner or an entrepreneur or marketer will be able to go back to this and say, oh, okay, I know I can go to davidgrande.com and instantlyrank.com and check out David's video and webinar about search engine optimization. If I have any questions, I know I can refer to this. And that's why we're shooting this. That's why I wanted to create this for you. It's really the best way to do it is have a video, that's at least an hour long. And I'll try to go from an hour up to an hour and a half if I can, and cover all these topics for you. So right now we're at that 30-minute mark. So let me take a sip of water, and we'll just kind of do a quick recap of what I've gone to, and then we'll cover everything in these blog posts. Okay, so what we've gone over now is ranking for, you want to rank for long tail keywords first. Okay. You want to do keyword research, the proper keyword research, and a website audit for your business, and a competition research for the competing website. So those things should be done for free for your business. It's a free SEO analysis, and it's right here on my website. If you go under services, and you can click on free SEO analysis, and it just kind of covers what I'm going through with you. Okay, and I have a limited time offer here for a consultation, but it basically covers keyword research, competition analysis, your website structure analysis. So basically, I will do a SEO analysis of your website. It's a website audit. So I will do about a 5 to 7 minute video on your website as part of an analysis that will show you what needs to be corrected, and so I'll go through that automatically. If you want that as part of your SEO, I can do that for you. Okay, and that's how I approach businesses as well. When I send over emails and I call certain local businesses throughout the country, And I'll basically just explain to them, you're not ranking on page 1 for your niche, for whatever business you have, whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, engineer, plumber, roofer, HVAC company, whatever it is, e-commerce business. You're not ranking on page 1, so this is why, and these are some of the search terms we can cover for you, and we can get you ranking organically. And if you want a free analysis, you can watch the video that I created for you. Okay, so that's kind of how I approach different businesses. So as far as a free SEO analysis, that's what we would cover. And I also wanted to go over, as part of this SEO tutorial for beginners, one of the steps in this guide here, besides doing long tail keyword and all that stuff that I already mentioned, I just want to show you why you want to rank for your search terms for long tail keywords on page 1 of Google first. Okay, Google has the market share, as you probably know already, and or have concluded, they have the market share for the search engine industry. Okay, they dominate a minimum of 70% of search engines. From the two that are behind them are Yahoo and Bing. Okay, they have a smaller percentage, around 10 or so percent each. They cover that small percentage behind Google, but Google has such a massive market share, they're in that 70 to 75% range. Okay, so if you're on this webinar and you're wondering, well, what do I have to do to rank on page 1 of Google? Well, first you need to find long tail keywords that that are in your niche that people are searching for. And the way you do that is, again, go to your web browser, whether it's Chrome or Firefox, and go to the top right and click on the 3 dots or the little grid in the top right, and it'll allow you to open a new incognito window. Okay, and you're going to search for your niche of like DUI lawyer, and your state. Maybe it's AZ, Arizona. Okay, because I'm going to be moving there in the next few months at the end of 2017. So you would search for whatever search term. If it's not a localized search, then you would exclude and take out the city and state, or the state that you are. And then you would click on, in the search bar, after you search for a particular keyword, you would click in the search bar, and Google's it's called GIAS, GIAS, Google Instant Autocomplete Suggestion of different keywords, and you can see it automatically shows the different most popular other 4 search terms of that particular area or that niche. And you can see Arizona, Scottsdale, Mesa, Tucson, DUI, lawyer, search, long tail and short tail, short terms, keywords that come up. Okay, and I put in DUI AZ, but here the most popular search term is Arizona DUI attorneys. And I'm going to eliminate the stuff in the search bar after the word fees. You can delete that and just re-enter it. And these are the popular search results that you get for Arizona DUI attorney fees. But here you're not going to really search for fees necessarily. I mean, you could, but you're going to search for attorneys and even reviews. Reviews is a popular search term that you might search for. Okay, and you can see there's 1.1 million search results, and it shows you a map because you're searching for. Let me put that reviews in there for you. Okay, so review, the review, having that in the long tail keyword is a very popular search term, no matter where you are in the country or the world. Okay, so just taking a sip of water there because my throat gets a little scratchy. So everybody online, I'd like to know exactly where everybody is from. So if you can just put that in the search, in the not the search term, in the chat box, just let me know. Give me an abbreviation or name your state that you're in, or the state and the country that you're in. I just want to see a heads up of the different areas that you're in. So let me just continue with that. With going from here. So whatever niche you're in, okay, whatever search term that whatever business that you're in, whatever niche, just go into an incognito window and search for different things, and you can find those long tail keywords that people are probably searching for you. Okay, so let me just get out of this window and reload that page. Okay, so as I showed you before, RI Video SEO Services was a long tail keyword that I am ranking all my videos on, and the SEO blog. So I can rank for any search term out there, and I know I can do that for my business and for your business. Okay, so let's go back to my blog, and we'll go back into Google and why Google is such a dominating force in search engines, in the search engine industry. So you can see here, we're only in the mid-afternoon. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon on Eastern time, and this particular website called internetlivestats.com, they keep track of the live ongoing amount of searches that Google has every day, and it's the actual search term, or the actual URL is internetlivestats.com/Google search statistics. And if you're wondering what that is, what in the URL after a .com or .net, .org, whatever that is, whatever comes after that is called the URL extension. So in this case, Google search statistics would be the extension, the URL extension. Okay, so internetlivestats.com/Google search statistics. You can see right now it's 2:20 Eastern time, and there's already 3.2 billion searches today, and the day is only 14 hours long, right, from after midnight. So we've got another 9.5 plus hours to go. So they're hitting that 5 billion mark. So this little excerpt that they wrote, it's definitely well over 3.5 billion a day. All right, so it's coming up to that 150 billion searches every month, and that's why they're just so dominating, not just from their birth of from 1998, but they've gone on to dominate the market. And now with mobile marketing being so big, where you should have a website that is mobile friendly, where people can go on their laptops and their mobile phones and their tablets, where the website conforms to those particular screens. Okay, so you got a lot of people now searching through the voice browser on their phone, especially, and they're just searching for anything, and they're just asking Google a question on their phone, just random knowledge, like what is the height of Adrian Peterson, or how much does Tom Brady weigh, how tall is Tom Brady, all those different types of random searches that they do in different areas of entertainment and sports, and to local business, like what is the nearest bar near me, okay, things like that. So those searches are multiplying with everybody throughout the day, whether they're at work or just walking around, or at the mall. people are searching for those search terms. Okay, so I just wanted to give you an idea of how widely dominating Google is and why you need to rank on page 1 of Google for the search results. And I just showed you here on this incognito one, how valuable it is to rank on page 1 of Google for long tail keywords, why it's valuable to have not only your website on page 1 of Google, but why you should have a video ranking on Google. And as I said, I have that search, this particular video SEO service for anybody in the English speaking world to get their video ranked on page 1 of Google. And I mentioned that having a video ranked on Google has about 50% or more greater click-through rate. It's called the CTR, click-through rate, because of the video thumbnail. You can instantly know that the video is on page 1 of Google, because the difference between just a link from your website, your URL of your website, as opposed to a YouTube video ranking on page 1 of Google, you can see the thumbnail. And when you upload, and this is for anybody who's putting videos up for their business, on YouTube, is you want to create a custom video thumbnail for every video on YouTube. All right, and the way you do that, and the way you get this particular type of image, let me just show you right here. I use Canva, okay, and you go to canva.com and you can create any of these types of images on Canva. So let me open this up for you, and you can see all these types of options to create any image you want. Alright, so here is really where I do all my imaging stuff. I create, as you can see, I've got a bunch of categories here. This is a paid account, but you can definitely get a free account with Canva. The only thing, one of the things that you won't have in a free account is be able to create folders, but you can just start out, and it's not expensive. I forgot what it is monthly, but it's not too bad for a paid account. And they offer the ability to create all these types of images from social media. You can create an infographic. Infographics are huge, very popular. A presentation, like a PowerPoint type of presentation. YouTube channel art, a thumbnail. This is the custom thumbnail that you can create. So if you want, let's say I wanted to create a custom thumbnail for this particular webinar, and I can just do that right now. And so this webinar is called SEO Tutorial for Beginners, and I already created one for the article. This was one of them. Let me see here if I got something. I created a blog post. It was a blog post. Let me get to it here. They were in the blogging and ebook section. You can find it. So it's either a web banner or a blog banner. It was a blog banner. They're the same size, 560 by 315 pixels. And that's what I had. I created these for the headers, like a subheading of the topics of authority and so on and so forth that you'll see in this. And we'll go through this in this webinar anyway right now. But I wanted to show you here, if you need a place to create images for your business, just go to Canva, and that's my infographic. I'll go over that with you in a minute. So go here, and I already created one with that title. But what you can do is, if you want to create another one, this is one for the blog post that's going on. I think instantlyrank.com is where I'm putting this one. But let's say you want to create another image in a series that you're doing, like a particular size, and just click on the drop down, click make a copy, and it makes a copy for you. and then it's still in this folder, so that's where I want it. But I want to create a totally different image, so just click on it once. I'm sorry. Click on it, and it should go. It should open up to edit it. So let me see why it's not doing that. When you click on it once, it should automatically go to the editing. It opens in another tab where you can edit it, but in this case, for whatever reason that it's not doing it, just click on edit and it'll open in that new tab, right? So first thing you want to do is name the particular image, and this is really important in SEO because it has to do with your on-page SEO for your website, where you're creating images for the visitors to engage in the content. So I'll name this number 2, SEO Tutorial for Beginners Step-by-Step number 2. Okay, so name that, and just make sure the changes are saved as you go through it, and if they're not, if you see it up here that they're not, then just click on the File tab and it'll save it again for you. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to get across with you, this is another good SEO tip here in this tutorial, is that besides all the keywords and things, one of the aspects of on-page SEO that Google wants you to design your website around the visitors that come to your website. Okay, so they don't want you to necessarily design. I'm just getting a drink of water here, as you can see. They don't want you to just design your website and do everything around SEO and around what Google wants. They want you to design it. And this is one of the key points that they talk about in the Google Webmasters videos, is to design the website for the visitor. Okay, you want it to design it around engagement and make it user friendly. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you create stuff. So this particular option here for Canva was, let's see, let me go to my all designs here. Let me just show you the difference, because it matters in the templates that they give you. So what I did was, when I created this particular image that we're on right now, you can see they give you different layouts, and they're different for each, depending on what you select. So this particular one and these particular layouts are for a web banner. Okay, so if you're creating the web banner and you click on this, it's going to open up and give you these layout options, which are totally different than what I'm going to show you next. And as you scroll down, they offer free and paid layouts that you can use. Okay, so these layouts are different than if I was to create, instead of a web banner, if I clicked on blog banner, let me show you what they'll give you. They're totally different types of options and layouts that you can use. So for a blog banner, you can see they have totally different options when you're creating a blog post. So these colors and designs are more of what I wanted in layouts as opposed to these designs. Right? Am I correct on that here? I know it was different before when I looked at it. So yeah, they are different, but these actually now are the same as a web banner. Okay, they were different, trust me on that. So when you click on it, you'll see some different ones. But in any event, I'm going to close this one. I don't need that. So here now, as you can see, I added social media buttons, and this is a totally different layout. This was taken from, let me see, I don't know if it's going to be on here, but I used this blue one for right here, this blog post. That's where this blue image comes from, and this particular blog banner came from. This is the davidgrandi.com SEO Tutorial for Beginners article, and that's where I got it. That's right there. And I just edited it. Okay. So I want to create something now for instantlyrank.com that's, let's see, more, I don't know, I want to say thematic maybe, or let me see what I could use for instantlyrank.com, so that way I can show you, exactly how I create my blog post. So let's see. I like the building. The building is cool. Trying to think. And you can put in the chat box any element that you might see, any theme you might see that would be good. And it's for, obviously, marketing. So I don't want to necessarily have like food and animals in it, Let me see here what would work. People, see, you don't really need mountains or anything. But let's see. Let's go back to the top, and we'll just select an abstract type of one, and you can, of course, implement certain things that they might have in these layouts into your design. So let me just show you an example. I'll select this one. Okay. See what to do when you feel stuck one way. So I can reword this in the kind of SEO framework, or whatever business you might have. You can reword it, and you can always change the text. You can't change the image. I could delete the image, but this whole thing you can see is an image, right? So apart from that, let me put that back, and I can just edit this and you can stretch out these blocks across the whole image size, right? And I can reword it and edit it. So obviously I'm going to put the title SEO Tutorial for Beginners, and then I can do something like I'll do step-by-step reference guide. Okay, so, and then you can always arrange it how you want, get the font color how you want. So this is set to the left side, as you can see up here. I can change that, center it, right? And I can change the font and just try different colors that you think would work, that stand out. Alright, let's try the gold for now. I can change the font size and the font. So let me use 28. I can bold that, and I can move it. Just wait for the 4 arrows, and I'll center that there. And Montserrat is already used, so that's good. That's okay. Let me see here. Red doesn't work. Green is okay. White usually stands out the best. White or black, will give you that easy readability that you need, So, and then a lot of colors will blend more or not. So I think the contrast with the black is okay. It goes with the theme of the image anyway. So we can do that. And then if you want to add more text, what I do is I will add text to the bottom of the image, and I'll do a copyright kind of a thing, and informational. So I'll stretch that out. Okay, and then I'll put that at the bottom. And this is, even though it technically is not SEO related, well, it is SEO related because it has to do with your on-page SEO and your marketing of your website. I just wanted to do this for you so you can have a quick 5-minute demo of creating your images. So here I want to lower the font size to 10, and then the font color I want light. I want it light so you can read it. Okay, and then just something you can put here, for example, instantly put your site, and then just put like a copyright or information contact. Copyright, I'll put 2018, even though it's 2017. All rights reserved. Okay, then I can put a contact like email that I use, SEO help. And as I mentioned before, you can email me. The email was seohelp@instantlyrank.com. I don't know if I said that already, but you can do that, and then just space these out. Press the space bar to separate them. And I've got the email, and I'll just make it simple, instantlyrank.com. I'm going to put the web page actually, which is what I use, instantlyrank.com/discovery. Okay, and then just put the cursor in the middle and space those out. And make sure they're easily readable, and if they're not, just change the font color until you can read it. And this one's tough because it's a blended type of color, so usually white or black will work best. And let's just try white for now, and bolding it will help a little bit. Okay, so that's just a quick demo of creating an image for your website and for your marketing. And if you want to add more text, like here, I might do, work with the one-way sign here with SEO. So I don't really know what I'm going to use, but let's say one-way SEO plan for ranking your website. Something corny. Okay, and then I can put that on the right side of the image where the arrow is, pointing to it. So just use the the text box, and just slide it over. And then I'll maybe use, I don't think you don't have to highlight it to change the color of the font. Just make sure that it's selected and then click. Right? So the blue looks good, yellow looks good, green looks good. I'll try the green for now. Okay, and you click outside and see it says unsaved changes. So I went through all that and it still didn't save it. Sometimes it does it automatically, and for the most part it doesn't. So just go to the File tab, link there, and just click on File, and you can see, excuse me, it saved changes. Let me just get a drink. Okay, so that's a great example of creating an image. And then you just want to download it. At the top, after you make sure the title is correct up here, which it is, and it's all saved, and you want to use that, you just click download, and it'll allow you to download it in PNG, a JPEG, or PDF, or animated GIF. I just use a JPEG or PNG. If I need it PDF, then it's usually a different format. Instead of this regular image. You can do a transparent background if you need to, but I don't need to. So I'm just going to download that, and that's how it is. Just save it to your computer, and you're good to go. Okay? Just making sure the camera's good. Alright, so let that load, and we'll continue with the SEO tutorial basics. Let me just save this quickly on my computer. And there we go. I use Snagit. This is Snagit from TechSmith.com program. Alright, so it's all saved. I can just close that window. And I'm going to go to my infographic right now since I have this up. This is an SEO cheat sheet. I'm going to make it available in the SEO membership platform for instantlyrank.com. I showed you that briefly on the other window. Just close that out. This is the platform. I'm creating the membership site, and again, it's going to be like a $9.95 a month, just so people have access to search engine optimization information and other online marketing areas. But it's really going to be an SEO membership. I'm just going to make it affordable for everyone. Put it at about $10 a month. and you can download a bunch of stuff and watch all my videos. I'm going to put up all video tutorials. Every video I create, I'm going to put up there and give access so anybody can afford it. You know, whether you're not working, you might be on unemployment, you can afford $10 a month, right? So anybody who's interested, any entrepreneur, if you have a startup, you have no money, you can use a credit card and just charge the $10 a month to do that. So that's what I'm creating, in the process of getting that set up. You know, just like it's a good introduction, a tripwire product, if you will. They call it a tripwire product, which is like an introductory small price point product. So that membership site will go up, you know, probably in the next month. I will set that up. Okay, so these infographics that you see here, this one in particular, will go up. And just a little FYI, you can see on Canva all the options they have now. A lot of these are new. Half of these are new here for elements, which are, you know, images and shapes and grids, frames here. But they got free photos, which you can just add to any image, right? A lot of these are free. And, well, obviously the free photos, the ones in this category, are all free. And they're all different. You know, there's a lot of, there's a bunch of them. They add a lot. They update the site a lot. So, those free photos, but these are all of the photos now too. Besides icons, these are all photos here that are recently new. Nature, people, food, business, landscaping, fitness. So if you're in any of these niches, and you might very well be, I'm also in the health and fitness niche, and I do real estate SEO for people, as well as in the wedding venue, so wedding niche, and of course business, landscaping. So if you have a business, I'd highly encourage you to get a free Canva account, because you can access all these images for free and just create your own content, and it's great for your content marketing for your website. Okay, so that's another important element in ranking your website. So this particular infographic I created a couple months ago is really an SEO cheat sheet about the top 10 ultimate SEO ranking factors. It really deals with technical SEO and on-page SEO. So I wanted to cover this with you while I have this open, and just go through it before I get into these articles right here on my blog. I wanted to do that for you. Okay, so these particular ranking factors, we covered keyword research and the importance of selecting the best long tail volume keywords as one of the most important things when you do your keyword research. And you know, if you don't use instantlyrank.com as your SEO agency, just make sure that the keyword research is done for you as a free service before you get your campaign, and that you just make sure that you know what they pick, because they're going to know what are the better long tail keywords to pick to do your SEO campaign. And with that in mind, just understand that a majority, 80% or more of the keywords for your campaign should be long tail, 4 words or more. Okay, because when you rank for the long tail keywords, it includes a lot of those primary keywords in them, and there's less competition, which makes it easier to rank. Okay, so you're competing against a lot less amount of search results than as if you were to try to rank for Rhode Island SEO as opposed to Rhode Island SEO in Providence for plumbers, or Rhode Island SEO for plumbers, or for lawyers, whatever. Okay, so it's a lot easier to rank for them. So you want to do keyword targeting. Number 2, how does keyword targeting affect your rankings? Search engines have a fundamental indexing system based on keywords, which really has to do with pages. So it's not on 50 plus billion pages. That would be ridiculous, as you can read here. target long tail niche keywords. So basically Google and the other search engines have an index of all the pages, and those pages, which is what I'm referencing here, they're based on the keywords that they target. So if you do the proper keyword research, and when you create new pages on your website, you want to make sure you target each page to one primary keyword. Of course, you can use secondary keywords, but they're going to be different. But make sure the primary keyword is for every page. There's just one for each page. So that primary keyword will be in the title, in the URL, and in the header 1, and possibly header 2 of that page. Okay, so that's what Google sees. They'll see the URL, they'll see the title and the headers, right? So you just want to make sure that the primary keyword is in that on those facets of that page. So for example, I showed you the search results of the blog, right, for davidgrande.com for RI Video SEO services. Okay, and you can see the titles in the videos even reflect the keyword RI Video SEO company, video SEO company, local video SEO company. It's got the city, of course, and the state and the title, but the keyword in some form is in each title, and there's a good amount of videos there for this niche, right? But you can see here from my blog at davidgrande.com where the keyword is Rhode Island Video SEO Services for this page, and it's at the beginning of the title, the beginning of the description, and it's in the URL extension, right? That's the whole key. Those three areas, you must have the primary keyword you're ranking for in the title, URL, and description. And then you can see here in this other one, I've got RI Video SEO Services instead of Rhode Island. I just created two separate pages, and they're both ranking because RI Video SEO Services is in the title, it's in the URL, and Rhode Island Video SEO is in the beginning of the description. Okay, and it's actually twice in there. Rhode Island Video SEO Services is again. So that's why that's ranking rather easily for that. And it's always harder to rank a website URL as opposed to a video, but whichever one you do, just make sure that the primary keyword is in the title, description, and URL. Obviously on a video you can't have it in the URL because you get these letters and numbers in there, but apart from that, that's what you want to focus on. All right, so number 3, your SEO agency should do a free website audit as well, and they should also do as I said, the keyword research, website audit, website grade, and they'll do competition research as well. So those should be free in your free SEO analysis, and we do that for you at SEO.com. Okay, so we did keyword targeting, keyword research, keyword targeting, one primary keyword per page and per video, and then website auditing. They're going to audit your website. So how will you know what you need to fix on your site if you don't have an audit? You won't. So SEO companies like us at instantlyrank.com will give you a free website audit to let you know what you need beforehand with results in advance, meaning we're giving you this free service to show you what needs to be improved on the website audit. Okay? Now, number 4, competition research. How will knowing the competition help you be successful in your SEO campaign? And I've got a that's right. How will knowing the competition help you be successful in your SEO campaign? By analyzing what your competition is doing, gives you the ability to target the same keywords and backlinks to boost your SEO. Okay? So they'll do that for you. Then link crawling framework, website navigation. It has to do with website navigation, and one of the things Google likes to see, besides having that sitemap for every website, which is basically just a layout of what's on the website, is make sure you have a good navigation tab at the top of your website with all the appropriate pages you need that you're trying to rank. So for example, here at the top, right, I got the tab here, home tab, always put that there at the left. And then a blog tab you usually have with certain pages that are certain topics and categories that relate. So that's just kind of what I'm talking about there. All right, make sure you have that navigation. So website navigation often gets overlooked. In fact, millions of sites miss this because the pages without links on your website will not exist if the crawlers cannot see them, limiting potential search results. Meaning if they're not put in the menu of your website and on the navigation, then they may see them, but they're not going to rank them as readily. Okay, and that's why I was talking about the XML sitemaps. Install a Google XML sitemaps plugin on your WordPress site if you have a WordPress site, so that it's easy for spiders to see what pages you have relevant to your niche and easily categorize them based on keywords. And you can have your developer put a sitemap on it on your site if you don't have a regular a regular WordPress site. Okay, so just make sure that your developer, you email them or call them and have them put some type of sitemap on your website. All right, so XML sitemaps, make sure you get that covered on your website. And the next one, number 7, is title structures. So as I was talking to you about it in the blog posts and in your videos, make sure that each primary keyword is in the beginning of the title. And for your headers, each primary keyword has an H1 header. As far as website construction is concerned, if you don't know, there are 6 headers, and they're called H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So Google will readily rank H1, H2, and H3 more than the others. Okay, so make sure you have your primary keyword as header 1, which is usually at the top of your blog post like this. Okay, so this would be a header 1. Actually, that's the title. So that's your title, right? Header 1. This would be header 1. So just make sure it's classified as that in your back office. Okay, and this could be another header 1 there, right? So that's the biggest size, and it's classified as an H1. So your developer will also be able to distinguish between headers with his code that he would use to build your website. Okay, so make sure you've got that in that title, and then after the header, website headers will rank on Google with levels from H1 to H6. It's been studied by many SEO companies and marketers that the H1, H2, and H3 headers rank the best on search engines, which I just stated. Your URL structure. What is the best way to structure URLs to ensure the best SEO ranking power? URLs should be structured the same as the titles. Place the primary keyword of the page or post as the URL extension at all times. So, like I said, you can't see the URL of the, let me shrink this for you so you can see it. So you can see the URL. SEO Tutorials for Beginners is the main keyword. All right. So generally when you do a URL extension, you eliminate they're called stop words, STOP, stop words, which are usually like conjunctions, okay, and articles. So you would eliminate that in the URL. All right. And all right, so let's just finish the infographic URL structure, and then the image alt tags. What is an image alt tag and why should you care? An SEO campaign partly depends on how well image tags or keywords match up with the relevancy of the page. So you add a title, tag, and description for every image. All right. So in your WordPress site, I'm not logged in, but you would select your image like this one, and the tag would be the alt tag. It'll say ALT. The alt tag will be the primary keyword of that page, and of course for the image. So the main primary keyword is what is SEO and how it works. And if I open this up in a new private window from your browser, right, if I search what is SEO and how it works, this is a fairly popular search term that people search for. You can see there's 28 million results. So, that'll take a lot of work to rank on page 1 for that term. Just on the competition alone, it's getting 390 a month searches from the CPC. This is from like an AdWords standpoint, not necessarily exactly how many people are searching the keyword, okay? But you can see here Shopify, which is a very popular site, is ranked number 1, even though it's an e-commerce site. So anyway, and then there's one video from Shopify. See, what is SEO marketing and how it works? And they rank their video there. So, and there's a second video, so you can see how the video stands out and how it'd be more apt to click on the video where it has a custom thumbnail, especially if it's in color, that it shows up quickly. Something with a white background won't show up as easily, so it won't stand out as much, even though it does still stand out. All right, see what I'm saying with that? So, but that's a very popular search term, and you can see the other search terms that are related to it that the GIAS automatically suggests, GIAS, which I said was the Google Instant Autocomplete Suggestion. It's the autocomplete suggestion drop-down menu or box that they give you, and so you'll always have 5 total keywords there related to what you selected. And so you can see what is SEO and how it works has 28 million search results, but let's check out this longer keyword, see what the search results, it's actually a lot more, 99 million search results that you have to compete with. So it doesn't necessarily matter how long the long tail keyword is or how long the keyword is as in reference to the search results that you're going to compete with, so that you just got to look at that as well, besides how many people are searching for it. Alright, so you can get a bunch of different, and the PDF is a very popular search term where people will add PDF because they want to download. So this is something that I could rank for with one of my blogs, my websites, adding how Google search engine works, PDF, and there's 2.7 million. That's it's decent, but it's doable. I mean, they're all doable. It's just a matter of time. That's why you need to have a consistent SEO campaign, because it takes time and consistency to stay up there and compete with all those millions of search results. All right, so how does Google search engine work? PPT is a PowerPoint, and they get 5.9 million you got to compete with. So you got to just do what you got to do and get your SEO campaign up and running and get started with one. So anyway, the image alt tags, that's what I was covering there. You need to have your primary keyword. And so I'm going to run as long as I can with this webinar, as I'm covering all these particular points from the infographic. So we're done with that. Like I said, I'm going to have these in the membership area once I get that set up. And will also offer it in my email list, so you can go to instantlyrank.com or davidgrande.com and get image downloads for free as well. All right. So let me close that out and close out Canva. All right. So let's start here with what is SEO. I'll end with the SEO tutorials for beginners. So basically, I'm going to read these articles because it covers a lot of information, and I'll stop at certain points just for explanations. And of course, if you want me to explain anything on in the chat box, you can put in a question and just type out the short question about what you want explained. And in the replay, I'm going to once I edit this video, I'll just edit out the the dead spots, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, so you can watch it over again, and just put in the YouTube comments for me. And wherever I post this video on instantlyrank.com, I'll probably post it on there or on the davidgrande.com, or both. and you can put it in the Facebook comments at the end of the article. I have Facebook comments option there, which is right here, and you can add your comment. And nothing's there now because the article's new, but okay, so you can do that as well. All right, so let's start on what is SEO and how it works. All right, so what is search engine optimization? SEO analysis and key factors of the Google SEO ranking factors with social media and YouTube. So social media and YouTube, your profiles that you have do play an important role in ranking online. Okay, that was one of the major improvements that Google made over the last 10 years. So what is SEO and how it works has been the lifelong question of some business owners, marketers, bloggers, and entrepreneurs alike for about 2 decades now. So with all of Google's algorithm changes and updates that happen every year or two, it's no wonder why people get confused. So let me just give you a summation on this. So SEO, in general, SEO has always been the same. Yeah, Google does make their updates and whatnot, but the updates are made for people who don't tailor their website and their SEO practices or have best SEO practices. The best SEO practices are called white hat. It's called white hat SEO, meaning you do everything naturally and manually and normally. You don't try to cheat the system. So cheating the system, you'd call it black hat. Anything black hat SEO or black hat marketing will be something that is not right. It's not natural. Okay, so that's kind of the idea I wanted to get across to you there. So we like to go to the source to find out what is search engine optimization, what it means, and that's Google. So we all know by now that Google owns YouTube. So what does this mean for your marketing channels and how to utilize them better with SEO? Well, the simple answer is that you should use video marketing in YouTube as often as you can by embedding your YouTube videos on your website. It's also a grand idea if you like to use ranking factors of social media as part of your overall SEO strategy, then to use Google Plus as your primary social media channel when posting and linking to your website as well. Okay, so the primary reason why I mention YouTube in the same sentence as Google and why I use Google Plus as well when referring to SEO and Google is because the simple fact is that Google owns both of them. Obviously, they own Google Plus, and Google bought YouTube in I think about 2005. So Google will automatically and naturally rank their properties above anybody else's. So that's why it'll be easier to rank a Google Plus account and your Google Plus channel in YouTube videos, as I've showed you, a lot easier. So why in the world, this is a question I pose, so why in the world you may be asking yourself, David, would I use Google Plus as my primary SEO ranking factor as opposed to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram? Okay, so let's make this clear. I'm not saying that you shouldn't use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or Instagram, or any other social media account in your social media and online marketing presence to help you with search engine rankings. What I'm saying is that you should use Google Plus and YouTube as your primary posting social media channel to do posts, link building, and cross-indexing content, along with obviously making videos on YouTube, so that you can add SEO ranking for your Google Plus channel. And I show an example right here. So why is Google Plus so high as a ranking factor for SEO? Because you can rank your Google Plus pages and posts as easily as you can YouTube videos. And why is this the case? Because Google also owns Google Plus, of course, and YouTube. And I throw a little sarcasm in that sentence there and wasn't sure if you noticed that Google owns Google Plus, obviously. So Here's an example of my personal David Grande Google Plus page below that is ranking on page 1 of Google for the search term or keyword, what is search engine optimization. So here's an image of the SERPs page, the page 1 listing, and you can see the search term is in the URL extension. This is how search queries are done online on Google. They got the hashtag Q equals, and then it's what is search engine optimization with plus signs there. That's how they'd display a search. So you can see I have on page 1, number 7 and 8 are ranking for 2 different posts that I made about SEO, both back in April, and they're still ranking 5 months, 6 months later, right? So that just shows you, and it's got even my picture up there, that it just shows you how valuable Google Plus is in ranking, and basically that's the account I post to most often with SEO blogs and material. That's why that ranks good, because I do post a few times a week on that account. So in fact, my Google Plus postings appeared in position 7 and 8 for 2 different Google Plus social media posts. I frequently make it a point to post at least 3 times per week on my social media channels that have to do with SEO, search engine optimization, and Google SEO ranking factors. These social media posts go on to the following social media accounts through Feedly. So I use Feedly as in my account to just launch different types of other blog posts that are popular. So I use LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter, and I post to them quite frequently. So these are the 4 primary social media channels that I use when using for posts for my SEO ranking factors. So if you post regularly to social media, then you will eventually get good organic search engine optimization traffic and rankings because of the frequency of the posting. So make this your new number 1 SEO ranking factor for 2017 and beyond. Social media signals, links, and postings do matter when it comes to ranking your profiles and posts on Google. Okay, so you'll notice here that I put the links in for each of these channels because, and they're my account URLs, but it's because social media is so important in ranking better, because these are high domain and high page authority websites, and that's where you the backlinking and the links you put on your website and the backlinks you get on your different social profiles is important to ranking better. All right, and that's why I put those links there to my accounts. All right, so obviously you shouldn't forget about making YouTube videos, but I don't consider YouTube as a social media channel, even though they do. It's really it's just a video site. I consider more as a search engine for video, which it is because it's the second search engine in the world, and Google bought YouTube in 2006 and for $1.65 billion. I'm sure YouTube right now is probably worth like $10 billion or more. So you can see NBC News. I put the NBC News link because that is a very reputable and high domain authority. Any news site, any link you can put on your website from a news channel type of perspective will always be good and give you extra juice. And you can see I just embedded a random YouTube video about what year Google bought YouTube, just to give this post extra juice because it's got a YouTube link on it from the embed, and you should do that. You should have a video embedded on every blog post you do. Let me just say that right now, so that'll help the ranking juice. And then I have a New York Times blog post image here, and I put their link as well. So I got a NewYorkTimes.com and an NBC.com link in this post to help it. Okay, so I'm here to give you resources and not necessarily take my word as fact, even though it is. So you can see that I'm not only transparent in all the work I do, such as my blog posts, but I'm also transparent with my SEO services agency at instantlyrank.com. So when you do an SEO campaign with me, trust, and like the fact that my work is solid gold because my word is my SEO business. Hope this article helped you clarify some things about SEO. Stay tuned for another blog post soon. Remember, press releases are a great way to rank your website with hundreds of top domain authority media site links. See our SEO agency press releases here. So this is a press release that I created for davidgrande.com and or instantlyrank.com, and put it up here as well. So it gives you a lot of quality backlinks to your website. So instantlyrank.com got a lot of backlinks from this press release that I did. All right, so that's why those are important. And that ends that blog post. And you can see I just added a Facebook comments of my own here at the end of this one. All right, so that covered a lot of good points, especially with social media links, press releases, all right, news websites. So you want to add those. These are called external links. Internal links. So they're internal because they're on your on-page SEO. They're on your pages. They're internally yours. You control them more than external links, as if they were linking to you. But you can also add external links, backlink links that are in your YouTube videos. In those descriptions, you can put links back to your website, to your blog posts. That would be a backlink, an external backlink, right? Because they're coming back to you. So, and all of your social media posts, you want to add a post that comes back to your website from those top sites. So in other words, I would create a little post on LinkedIn, on Google Plus, on Facebook and Twitter, on Instagram, right? I can create an infographic on Pinterest as well with the links in the descriptions, wherever you can put the links in the post. And so it's giving a high domain authority, high page authority backlink back to your website. That's why they call them backlinks, right? And they're external links because they, external links here because they do externally go to an external site. And then internal links would really actually mean that they're internally going to another page of your website. So you should have internal links where you're linking on each blog post to another page of your website. That's important to do that too. So Google, will recognize that and sees that. Okay. So that was the what is SEO and how it works overview of this blog post. So really the takeaways on this is really make sure you have accounts to YouTube, and then to the other 5 top social media sites: LinkedIn, Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is another one, and even Pinterest if you want. All right, so have accounts to those and put your blog posts and your content on there so that it has a backlink back to your website. All right, so now the SEO tutorials for beginners, we'll go over this right now and read this through the same way, and I'll do some comments on that as well. All right. All right, so SEO tutorials for beginners step by step. This is a recent article I wrote in early September. So we're going to cover this right now, and then I'll do commentary as I go along. And of course, I would appreciate any sharing you can do via social media on these blog posts. The URLs, when you go to them, you can just share them on your social media accounts. That'd be appreciated. All right, so let's start with this and finish up the webinar on this article. So this article about SEO tutorial for beginners is a new step-by-step guide and reference work by instantlyrank.com and davidgrande.com. So I'll give you the ability to it will give you the ability to master the basics about SEO and specific search engine optimization strategies in order to rank your website on page 1 of Google, Yahoo, and Bing. It encompasses what I've learned over the last decade in mastering search engine optimization basics, Asking myself this question to help others with the secret strategies of SEO. What is the best way to give people value to learn about the basics behind SEO? It dawned on me one day as I was having my morning coffee earlier this year after receiving a bunch of requests from business owners, clients, and marketers. They were asking me to give some type of playbook or tutorial on SEO and make it a quick reference guide where they could at least understand what is SEO and how it works. And as you can see, I got an internal link here that goes to that other article we just went over. So to help my clients, entrepreneurs, and local business owners understand some of the SEO nuances, here is the result, the SEO Tutorial for Beginners step-by-step guide. And it covers what I call the ARCs of SEO, ARCKS. And you'll see here in part 1 I cover these first 3, the ARC of the ARCs of SEO. So creating this SEO Tutorial for Beginners blog post was the next logical step. I hope you get out of it as much as I had compiling and writing it to make it a good way to give anyone who desires it the information they need on SEO. And you can see my Facebook post here with the backlink coming back to this blog post. So any marketer or business owner will be able to understand these concepts and search engine optimization tips in order to rank on page 1 of Google. And there's the Facebook backlink, and it gives you the ability to share there. So the ARCs of SEO, learning the ARCKS of SEO, basically they're the best 5 tips of SEO and how to rank. And I just created that because it really fit in well with this acronym fit in well with the top 5 ranking factors, as you'll see in these articles. So the ARCs of SEO, they're important when trying to figure out how to do SEO yourself. Being able to understand what the basic guide is on SEO will help rank your business website for years to come. So like I said before, SEO really hasn't changed much. The main features, the main factors, ranking factors of SEO that Google highlights have always been the same, with backlinking, creating links, and authority with content, on-page and off-page SEO, etc. So before we get started on the 5 SEO ARCs, let's cover the search engine optimization tips from the image above, which I highlighted here. This is the image I'm talking about up here that I happen to use, so I just wanted to go over that quickly. This is more of like a business framework about SEO with policy, hard work, being professional, exclusivity, things like that. So that's why I just kind of wanted to go over that. With keyword research, on-page SEO optimization, link building, exclusive and professional unique selling proposition, and consistent hard-working monthly SEO campaign. You can see I have my social media links here with these images that I put in there for you. Okay, so let's continue with the first principle of the ARCs of SEO. I came up with this acronym to make it easy for any business owner or entrepreneur to understand what is SEO and how it works. And there's the internal link again. Please be sure to share this article to everyone on your social media properties. Thank you. Click on the LinkedIn post URL below to like and share it from my LinkedIn page. And there's also the LinkedIn link and the Google Plus link as well. So the first one is authority. The ARCs, ARCKS. The first one is the letter A and stands for authority. All right. Authority stands for page or domain authority. By the way, if you want to know how to do search engine optimization, there's another internal link. You can click here to read this article that I wrote earlier. This is a 2-part series about SEO that should clarify things for you even better moving forward with marketing your websites. Domain authority starts with the quality and timeliness of your domain first and foremost, but don't confuse this with ranking a page on your domain, since this can be different in real life SEO terms. So what do I mean by that? The difference between page authority versus domain authority versus page authority. So let's break down what it actually means to rank on search engines. So as I mentioned before, Google and the other search engines Do not break down the entire internet according to websites as the main domains. They have a database of the pages, all the billions of pages in relationship to the niche. Okay, so that's how they categorize everything in the as far as website pages in accordance with the keywords, right? So this is why it makes it easier and simpler to rank any given website page according to the keyword it's associated with. Remember, have one primary keyword for every page. And then you can, of course, add different secondary keywords into that page. All right, and then be aware that your keyword page percentage, your keyword percentage, as far as how many times you can have the keyword in a given page, is about 2 to 3%. All right. So, for example, if you have 1,000-word blog post, then 2% of that would mean you have the primary keyword in that blog post 20 times, which it can be a lot, but you're using secondary keywords too. So you don't want to obviously use the primary keyword 20 times. That is a lot, but you're adding secondary keywords too that have different forms of that. All right. So this is why you should be writing or creating every page according to one primary keyword. Like this blog post uses SEO Tutorial for Beginners as the primary keyword. This allows me to rank it on the reference for every link and social media post from this one keyword. You can have more than one keyword associated to each page, but just make sure they are variations of the primary keyword you're using. A perfect example would be the long tail keyword SEO Tutorial for Beginners as the primary keyword. A secondary keyword I could use as another tag for this article could be SEO Tutorial for Beginners Step by Step, as this is a common long tail keyword that is searched for online based on using GIAS or the Google Instant Autocomplete suggestions, as I showed you earlier, how when you put in a search for a keyword, you can click in the search box and that drop down menu will appear. Okay, and so building your page's authority also starts with you getting traffic as an authority to your website. Most people dismiss this type of authority when it comes to SEO, but if you don't have click-through rates or CTR while showing Google that people are actually visiting your website, then there isn't much authority there, right? So keep this in mind, as building your brand helps your SEO ranking on the back end, which really means you're promoting all your URLs on social media, and it helps it rank, of course, as a result, and builds authority to your brand. So build your own SEO campaign based on the amount of keywords you want to target by clicking on the big blue button above. This was just a link to instantlyrank.com, the discovery form page I showed you earlier. It's there if you need it to set up your own SEO campaign. So any lawyers or doctors or engineers, roofers, plumbers, whatever business you have, whatever website you have online, maybe you're an HVAC company or plumber or lawyer looking to rank online and get more customers and revenue, then just go there, click on this button, okay? And just fill out that form and we'll go from there. So how are you developing the authority of the page you just created so that it ranks in the search engines? And obviously you want to be on page 1 of Google. We always use Google as the standard since it receives the most searches of any search engine every month and has a majority market share of about 75%. And I already showed you this internetlivestats.com page that gives you live searches each day. All right, so this means getting quality high domain authority backlinks and using your brand authority to drive traffic to your site. The rankings come from one of Google's top ranking factors, which is and has always been creating backlinks and have a link building strategy in place. All right, so when you get these backlinks, it automatically gives your site a boost of ranking juice, as they call it, to lift it higher in the search engine rankings faster. Okay, so we're on the second, as you can see, the second search engine optimization tutorial for beginners, the second arc. In the arcs of SEO, the R stands for relevancy. All right, so relevancy is explicit to the fact that when Google and other search engines crawl your site with their fancy spiders, it reveals and shows that the website is related to the niche and keywords you claim it to be. So why does Google want to make sure a website is categorized according to the keywords that you display it for? So the simple explanation is Google wants to give the most relevant search results according to what people are searching for online. So when someone searches for SEO tutorial for beginners, then this page will be at the top of the search results. And of course, we're trying to rank for that more and more every day. Or when someone searches on Google for the long tail keyword best recipe for chicken soup, that it wants to give you the best recipe for chicken soup, both with relevant and consistency with what you want as search results on page one especially. So in other words, you don't want to see a recipe for stir-fried chicken or chicken stir-fry in page one of Google because it has nothing to do with chicken soup. Right, so relevancy has to do with the most important aspects of search engine optimization, which includes the top 3 SEO principles below in relation to relevancy and being relevant with your keywords, your content, and the links to all your pages. So notice here that I also mentioned the importance of creating relevant content on the page according to the topic of it. So make no mistake about it, Google wants to reveal in the search results the best quality content related to the specific search term or keyword that you enter in the search box. So Google is searching more and more for what is called long form content between 1,000 words and 2,000 words that best relates to its audience for that search term that you typed in Google. And because of this fact, Google is ranking long form content higher and over a long period of time. And I have this searchengineland.com link here that you'll see on the they wrote this article about long form content and SEO, because long form content, it can be classified as a page having anywhere up to 2,000 words and 1,000 words. So Search Engine Land talks about long form content on its blog, and you can click on the link from this image. So basically I'm creating this external link to Search Engine Land. So it's a high domain authority site, and they have a domain authority of 91 out of 100. That's the scale. And a page authority of 92 out of 100. So Search Engine Land talks about this topic with long form content in relation to SEO. So be sure to check that article out, and you can find that URL by going to this article, SEO Tutorial for Beginners on davidgrande.com, and you'll find that article. Alright, so click on that link and check out Search Engine Land's post. So the third principle of the arcs of SEO, and hopefully you'll use this article and a webinar video as a really good reference guide for SEO in the future. You can see this is another image I created from Canva. And if you're wondering on the web design, I do my own web design, of course, and it's I use Thrive themes. Thrive Architect is how you create pages like this, and gives you really good options for everything. Like see this image, how it's lifted up, and it looks really professional with the shadow. So it gives you options like that you can do. So number 3 is consistency. Consistency with any search engine optimization plan starts with creating content on a continual basis in conjunction with your monthly SEO campaign. So notice that I said monthly SEO campaign. And this is really an important fact about SEO, that a lot of people don't realize is that you really need to have a monthly plan in place for the amount of keywords that you're focusing on in that particular campaign for your website. So ideally you want to have a minimum of 12 months because if you stop before 12 months, it's basically going to not stick. The rankings won't stick as long as if you went over 12 months. All right, and ideally you want to have an SEO campaign for the life of your website or the pages that you're trying to rank, and the keywords. So you can, for example, do one SEO campaign, let's say for 12 keywords, right? Do that for a year on your website and rank for those specific keywords, and then you can do another 12-month campaign. You can run it at the same time with different keywords, or just continue after the first 12 months, right, and go to another new SEO campaign for 12 different keywords. So you're ranking for different keywords and or pages. So meaning that in relation to monthly SEO campaign, the consistency in SEO shows in a monthly campaign that goes on for the life of the page. A minimum of 12 months is required. So if you can extend the search engine optimization and marketing for the given amount of keywords in the campaign, then you should definitely do so. All right, and you'd definitely be getting the rankings for that, organically, obviously, on page 1 of Google, so you'll be able to increase your revenue and profits accordingly. So the SEO campaign should, of course, result in organic SEO results on page 1 of Google, where you are getting more traffic organically for those specific keywords. Consistency also comes from having a dedicated backlinking strategy in place, which includes internal linking of your own site links. So when you write content, you should have two types of links pointing to specific relevant pages. You're going to have the internal links that are links that go from one page of your site to another, which I showed you, and then you will need to add quality links to another that open up in another tab that go outside of your website that are relevant to the keyword and topic you're talking about, which are external links. So here's one of the keys about creating links, and in particular external links that have to do with SEO. So as I've mentioned, where the external link should go to a relevant site's page that works well with what you're writing about, right? So here's the kicker, and the big SEO secret that most SEO experts don't tell you is to make sure that all the relevant external links have high domain authority. Like I mentioned before, and I had put this link again here about Search Engine Land as a high domain authority or high page authority. They call it DA and PA. Those are the abbreviations. Okay, so just pay attention here in this particular form. Topic is the image I used before right here about the Search Engine Land article on long form content has the link to the article written by them or one of the contributors from Search Engine Land. And as I mentioned before, the domain authority is high for Search Engine Land. It's above 90 out of 100. The scale is 100 for page authority and domain authority on that scale. And you see this revealed in the Moz Open Site Explorer tool that I use on Moz.com with this detailed report, and I put the link to Moz as well here, so you can go to that research tool for Open Site Explorer and you just put in whatever domain you want to see what the authority is, the scores for that particular domain. So here's another external link going to Moz. Okay, so here's the rundown about being consistent in your SEO campaigns. Whether you're ranking a website or a video, you can implement these features for better page 1 rankings. In this quick list below, we'll conclude this particular article and the webinar about SEO tutorial for beginners in this step-by-step series. So the things you want, the key important factors that relate to consistency here, all right, is in this 4-point list about long form content, internal links, external links, and make sure the links open in a new tab. And you can you can see the settings when you create a link. You can check that box off to open it in a new tab or window. All right, and then having a monthly SEO campaign is important for consistency. You just need to do that in order to rank consistently. So I've been ranking my own website and video on my own. I do it manually on my own because I know how to do it. So I don't necessarily have my team do it, but I'm going to hand that over to my team and have a consistent campaign as apart from doing it myself. Okay, so be sure to check out the video on YouTube. I'm going to upload this webinar. I'm going to put the replay on YouTube and embed it in this article. Right after I edit it tonight, I will edit the video, just make it, take out the dead spots, make it a little shorter, and I'll put an intro and an outro on the video so I brand it, and then I'll upload it, of course, and embed it. So this was another key point about YouTube. Be sure to check out the YouTube video for this article, and we'll be embedded near the top of the page once it's complete and uploaded to my YouTube channel. Hint, this is a great way to get a high page or domain authority external link. Use YouTube and other social media sites. Then create a great backlink from those sites that come to the specific URL of your website. So as I mentioned before, this will increase your rankings if you have the external link of your blog post in a social media post, or you can put the URL in the description of the YouTube video. In the description, you can fill that with 5,000 characters. So fill it up as much as you can and put all your links in there. Okay, and so the link of your blog post should be in the description of that video topic. Obviously you don't want to put a link of SEO tutorial for beginners in a video you create about waxing your car or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it in the same niche and topic. All right. So you can see here I got a Facebook link that goes to my account, so you can share it there. And of course you can add your comments here. Please feel free to add your comments and suggestions, and any questions you have, please put them there. I'll be happy to answer them. And again, you can always email me at seohelp at instantlyrank.com. That's seohelp at instantlyrank.com. If you have questions and want to start your own SEO campaign, feel free to email me there. I appreciate any emails. And you can always go to the instantlyrank.com in the discovery tab here. You'll get a free SEO analysis after you fill out the form, and I will receive that via email, and I'll call you and email you about it. We'll create your free SEO analysis on your website, and go from there. And we'll figure out your keyword research, like I said before, with that analysis, your competition research, and your website audit. And it's really, and then this is like the summary here about SEO. You don't really want to do SEO if you're a startup and your site is brand new, and we only deal with, upright, proper businesses, no get-rich-quick schemes, adult themes, or startups. Okay, hopefully you have some kind of marketing and advertising budget where you're doing lead gen, you're doing sales, and you have some good products and services to sell that you can rank for. Because otherwise, if you don't, then why bother ranking? Okay, so go to the discovery form. My blog is here. You can see some of the articles at instantlyrank.com, and of course the blog at davidgrande.com. And I appreciate you guys hanging on for the webinar. I know it's gone past the 2-hour mark. I appreciate you hanging out, and it was great chatting with you and teaching you the principles of SEO. So hopefully you guys use this as a reference guide. And again, I will edit this. I will upload it to YouTube and embed it on the blog post here. So I'll probably embed it somewhere right over here at the beginning so you can see it and watch it whenever you want, and you can use this SEO Tutorial Beginners step by step as a guide reference tool for you. And I'm going to write the part 2 of the article probably by next week, so be on the lookout for that. And remember, we do SEO campaigns and video SEO campaigns, so if you want to rank any of your websites and videos, please feel free to contact me at SEOhelp at instantlyrank.com, and just go to the discovery form at instantlyrank.com as well. And we'll be signing off right now. Thank you again. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you soon. See you in the next video.